It is time for the show that speaks to the idiot in all of us, whether you're in your car, your truck, on your tractor, or in a big rig. You are now part of the Southern Symposium. If you're in the garage sipping whiskey while hiding from your wife, you are now part of the Southern Symposium. If you're putting a lift on your mud truck, you are now part of the Southern Symposium. If you have one earbud in while the boss is yelling at you in the other, you're now part of the Southern Symposium. Now here are the jack wagons of the Southern Symposium.
That's right. Fire in the hole, baby. You got another episode of the Southern Symposium. And
What
I
do
am
you
your
want me
host.
to do?
That's me, DB.
That's DB.
And my sewer snake. Is that going to be your new title? Sewer? Why are you a sewer snake?
You said you didn't like the way I spelled the other one.
What did you do since we last spoke that would give you an indication that you are a sewer snake?
I feel like
What
I'm
did you
getting ready to go add another sewer snake to the sewer. I haven't had much of an appetite here lately, and I think I overdid it today.
If there's anybody that might understand what a woman might be going through when it comes to childbirth, it's you. When you go to the bathroom, you're the only person I've ever known where we've had, what was it? Was it 6 or 8 stalls? And I think you broke 3.
Absolutely.
I'm like, how is this even possible? All in the same night. DB, I'm sorry, man. I clogged up another toilet. Sorry, DB. I accidentally pulled the toilet away from the wall. I have no idea what we're actually going to talk about tonight. I do and I don't at the same time, because I just want to just be willy-nilly. Just have conversation.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know if our situations are all that interesting. Like I enjoyed the other night. I turned the sprinklers on, not to water the grass, but for me and the grandbaby to run through the sprinklers. That was fun. That was fun. That I enjoyed that. That was amazing. And you don't realize how much water a sprinkler puts out till you run through it a few times.
I did the same thing, but there's no kids over at my house.
So you were running through what? Whoa! What?
I was
What
running
kind
through
of
the
sprinkler were
sprinkler.
you? What kind of was this, like a legit sprinkler, or you were? Never mind. Let's just. I'm not going to ask that question. Were you peeing in the wind? Is that what happened?
Oh yeah.
That's all you could say is I throw out you were pissing in the wind and you go, oh yeah. That's all you could throw out there. Hey, Miss Laura.
My brain is a little off.
Why?
I don't know, but my stomach's way off, and I think my brain is concerned that there may be some spewage in this direction. So make sure you keep the cameras going so you can catch the last minutes of Viper's computer.
Oh Lord, really? Do you think you caught more than a haircut the other day?
I caught way more than a haircut.
Well, I mean, was it one of them situations where it was obvious?
Oh yeah.
How could you say it?
I'm gonna hook Viper up. Yeah, I am. He's gonna be looking fabulous.
Was there any point where you were leaning back as said beautician was washing your hair? Did you actually?
He slowly moved my knees apart as he washed my hair from the front.
Yeah, you're the only one that's ever had their face, their face down in the sink and not face up in the sink. Oh, he said he was. Did he tell you he was going to use a special conditioner on you?
He asked me something about, you ever seen the movie There's Something About Mary or something, and said, I got that special conditioner for you.
Poor little fella. He'll be okay. He'll be all right. Well, what happened? Did you eat pizza that you left out on the counter for 2 days?
I don't know, but I've been sick for a while, feels like.
Yeah. Seems like you're a sickly little fella.
It seems to be a long time since I've actually felt good.
Yeah. So what is your diet? I mean, what is your calorie intake? And what I mean by that, not the amount, but like what do you take in? What do you consume?
Let's see, what was today? I went to Taco Bell. I had 4 tacos, like all day. That's all I've had.
I'm talking about. I understand today, but in a general week,
Oh,
does Viper ever consume water?
yes, flavored water, flavored with a little caffeine, caramel color, and some fake sugar.
Oh my lord, have you thought about just doing? Because they say that uh, water would just a smidgen of salt's very good for you because the salt hydrates you. But if you drink just straight water, you're not hydrating. You're actually not hydrating yourself. You're dehydrating yourself.
So
Have
you
you
got to
tried that?
add a little salt to your water.
Yes. Have you tried that?
No, and when you say salt, you mean table salt.
No, no, no. At least it has to be sea salt.
Oh,
At least,
see,
if not, it's well. Actually, they say at least the pink Himalayan salt, at least, but Celtic salt is the preferred. See, I can
see.
send you a whole recipe of how you're supposed to set up your water to drink it efficiently. And this is, I mean, this is the how
Wait a
would you
minute.
say it? The preacher yelling at the choir right now because I don't do it much. I drink water and electrolytes, but I should be
Hold it.
drinking
Time out.
what?
Time out. You said a recipe for water. I'm out.
Yes.
I'm out. I'm done.
There is because it puts the right amount of salt in the water for one, where you have enough salt to keep yourself hydrated, and two, not too much salt where it makes you sick. So there's a certain recipe.
There
Oh
ain't.
man,
You can't
uh,
get sick off of too much salt.
man, who's buying liquid IVs?
Oh,
So it's a flavor packet that you put in your water, but
yeah,
but it has the electrolytes and all that stuff in it. Liquid IVs are not cheap; they're expensive.
yeah.
You might as well buy a Mountain Dew. They're so expensive. I think what are they about $1.50 a piece, Miss Laura?
Holy cow!
Yes, yes. Well, she's saying yes, they're expensive. Yes, I don't. Whoa, yeah, because I had those before, and they did make me feel like I felt hydrated. Like when you feel hydrated, you feel good. You actually feel good. That's probably what your problem is you're dehydrated because all you drink is soda. Like your body may go into a fit if it actually just drinks water. And like I said,
I'll just start crying. My nose will start running. I'll just start drooling.
and I'll be like I said, I'm like the preacher screaming at the choir. So I mean, I get it. Yeah. She said pretty close. What I was saying about $1.50 a packet. But she said she has issues with dehydration. It's weird. I can't explain it. If I just drink just water, just straight water with nothing in it, I will start cramping. So it's either two things. The weirdest shit ever, dude. It's either I drink water with either salt or electrolytes in it. Either one will work for me because I've tried both and I don't cramp. Or Mountain Dew. If I just drink Mountain Dew, I'm not going to cramp. But if I just drink just water, I cramp, dude. I'd literally cramp.
My girlfriend has the same problem.
Yeah, you. Yes, that is our problem. You. Exactly. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I went fishing Sunday and caught me a couple big bass. Well, I only actually caught one big bass. The other one was little. Did you know that there's limits on bass now?
Haven't there always been?
Well, I don't know. I'm talking like size limit.
Yeah.
I
They have
didn't
to
think
be
there
at
was
least
all
12 inches, right?
no. I mean by it being too big. I know you've never heard that in your life,
never heard that one before, ever.
but yes, they could be too big now. And I told somebody, I said, "You're full of shit," when they told me that. And they go, "I'll show you." And you're allowed to keep what they call they don't call it a trophy bass anymore. They call it something else. But if you can't have more than one per person. And I think it's like 16 inches. Anything over 16 inches, you can only have one of the bass.
Ugh.
Largemouth bass. They're everywhere.
Yeah. Huh.
Well, they were everywhere until all these yahoos decide they want to start fishing too. Uh yeah, so I think if I would have caught another bass that size, I technically could have gotten in trouble. Other than I realized that technically, possibly, rumor on the street is that my license is expired and I forgot to renew them. So that could be a possibility too. So I could have got a double whammy.
Ugh.
Exactly. Exactly. You gonna make it? Do we need to go ahead and just end this show and be done with it?
No, I'm good.
No, all right. All right. You're not. You got a tumor?
A what? A who?
A tumor. You've never seen
Tula.
Kindergarten Cop? You've at
No,
least
I
seen
haven't
the
seen it.
memes of it where it goes, "It's not a tumor."
Oh, a tumor.
Yes.
Might be why I'm losing weight. Got a
You
tumor.
know, what if, I seen a clip of and now it's a show, but I mean it has happened in the past. What if right now you're twins inside of you and and it's finally started to irritate your body, like the bones are poking at you.
Yeah.
Since you've lost some weight, your twin, you had a twin and
But
you're so fat you consumed your twin even in the
in the
birth
womb.
canal. In the womb, you consumed your twin, and that's what's bothering you, right? That's why you got an upset stomach. I couldn't imagine that. That's crazy. All right. Well, I don't. What do you want
Does
to talk
that mean
about?
I get a double doodle?
Y- y- yeah. Whoa. Now you would say you have a doodle inside of you.
Well,
All
that
right.
turned
So
ugly quick.
yes. So what do you want to talk about first? You want to talk about the monks? Do you want to talk about what do you want to talk about first?
We're going to talk about Laura beating everybody this week before you start doing that.
Again? Didn't she win last week?
Yeah.
Isn't that like 3 in a row for her?
This new format, she's pretty good with the new format.
Holy man.
I don't think
Hey,
I've won a race yet.
hey, should you have sent that to somebody else, Miss Laura? Hmm. So, so she's like at 3 now?
She's beating us so bad I had to quit counting because I ran out of fingers and toes.
Poor little fella. Well, congratulations, Miss Laura. That's awesome. Goodness gracious. I guess I need to move to Perplexity to help me pick my drivers because ChatGPT's not doing me any justice. They're horrible. Why didn't you send me the video of the dude signing the old lady's bra?
I thought I did.
Not for our videos, did you?
Oh, I
For our videos to
forgot.
play. So what driver was that?
That was Carson Hosebar.
Who?
Carson Hosebar, the dude who won.
Hosevar?
Hosebar, yes.
Is he a foreigner?
Oh,
Oh, okay. All righty. What happened to the good old days of just like Tony
Ned,
Stewart and
Tony, and Willie.
easy names to pronounce? That was pretty funny. I could see him right now. His dad's coaching him up to be the next big driver, the big NASCAR driver. And one of the perks he said, that, son, you're going to be signing breasts and bras all over the place. And his first bra that he signs is Granny, a little old lady. That is priceless. That was actually pretty funny. But that's the woman that does all those kind of pranks like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's pretty. Some of her stuff is hilarious. She'll go to like a bodybuilding convention and just go up there and just tell dudes that she'll like grab their arm. She goes, "Ooh, that's so soft." Uh, uh, it says, thank you. Thank you, and get with me, Viper, and I'll tell you my secrets."
Woo! All right.
Uh, all right. So is that what we're? Oh, so what are we gonna talk about? Monks. We can talk about Jimmy Kimmel. We could talk about. I mean, whatever. What do you want to talk about? What else do I have we can talk about?
We got Months. We got Jimmy Kimmel. We got
we can do what a wife, how she celebrated her husband at his funeral.
oh my god, is that the one with the DJ?
No.
No.
Mm-mm. All right, we'll talk about the woman. So, all right, so the woman, so she was married for I think it was like 62 years.
Wow.
Now, I've never heard of this, and I'm curious if this is what you would want to do. So they were married for 60 years. So it was Pam and Bill. Who cares about their last name? They were married for 60 years. Well, he passed away. Well, I guess one of the things that he was wanting, instead of just the typical, montage of photos on the TV or a collage made of photos and all that other stuff, he wanted a hologram of himself there.
Oh, cool.
So she set it up. She ended up spending way more money than they agreed upon, but he can't argue about it now.
Yeah.
But she set up this hologram with this company and had it to where she had almost like pre-written answers to where it was AI controlled, and somebody asked him a question, he would answer.
Oh, that is cool.
Yes. Now, would you do something like that?
Oh yeah.
Like I would think I would like to see, it'll be a hologram, but AI infused, where it plays and sings your songs, but good. but plays and sings your songs. That would be hilarious. I'm wondering if you took AI and you dumped in some of our shows, just dumped our shows into AI, and it says, "All right, generate a show of the Southern Symposium by what we've given you." I'm curious what it would come out as.
Oh my gosh, it'd be hilarious, I'm sure.
I mean, how much different, like, because it would understand our mannerisms,
Yeah.
our sometimes. What would be even
Perks.
funnier is if it would literally tell a story, and instead of saying masturbate, say whack-a-mole. That would be priceless. Or polishing the headlight, or self-celebration, something like that. Oh, yes, that would be funny. So if I set up a hologram, let's say you go first, and I set up a hologram of you, and you're up there just in it like a rocking chair next to your casket, and you're
Right.
playing your songs, which songs would you not want me to play?
Almost all of them. You can save those for the after party.
So the after party. Okay, all righty. So so none of your songs during the services, but the celebration of life after the services, is where I could play your songs.
See, here's the way I want you to do it. After they put my casket down and they cover me up, have my hologram like dancing on my grave. That would be kind of cool.
I could do that. I could do that. Yeah, no, we could definitely do that. That would be hilarious. But I thought that was a creative idea. I thought that was pretty cool.
What do you think of this idea?
What?
Because I'm one of those people, like, I want to prepare my funeral, have everything done that way my son doesn't have to do anything. I thought it would be like super cool for me to put in the planning to have like purchase flowers for the people who show up, and then it would be me giving them flowers as they left. And
As
so
a
you know how
hologram?
people are always giving flowers to the dead
Yeah.
person? Well, the
Yes.
dead person would be giving flowers to them.
Oh. That's a twist. That is actually pretty cool. So what kind of flower would I get?
You would get, let's see,
A black rose?
what are those things that eat? A Venus flytrap.
A Venus flytrap. I was hoping you were going to say like a rose with only thorns on it. Oh my goodness! I had something else that I was going to throw out there, and you got me sidetracked with the whole giving out flowers.
I've been bouncing around business ideas with my alien.
Yeah. All righty, good deal. Okay, all righty. So, well, since my lonely thought vanished from me, ran away because I got scared. I guess we'll move it right along. I had something else that was related to this, and it literally it left me. That's
Was
sad.
it something to do with me dancing on my grave?
I don't know, dude. I really don't know. I wish I could remember. I do, but I can't. So it doesn't matter. Maybe it'll come to me later. That's sad, isn't it? Am I getting that old?
Yes.
Like literally today, this is got me a little concerned. What are the certain things that you do every day that's not natural? Like you go to the bathroom every day, that's a given. But
Yeah.
what are the tests and not eating because you got to eat to survive? What normal 2 or 3 things you do every day that you should not forget?
Shower and shave.
Shower, brush your teeth,
Yeah.
put on deodorant.
Right.
How in the hell did I forget to put on deodorant this morning?
You know, I've got a natural itch if I forget to put it on deodorant, and it just starts itching. Like my body says, "Hey, dude, you can't be running around like that."
And it was like I was just sitting there, and it was like I kind of went like this in my chair because I was like I was looking at a spreadsheet, and I'm like, oh, I got to figure this out. And when I kind of like leaned back and spread my arms out, if you don't have deodorant on, your armpits stick, and I'm like, oh shit. And then later I was trying to sniff to see if I stunk, but then that old adage, a skunk can't smell its own scent. So then I was like, do I stink? Do I not stink? I have no idea because I didn't put deodorant on, and now I'm all nervous.
Do you not use like the 42 hours just in case you forget?
Dude, I take a shower every day.
It doesn't wash off.
What do you mean it doesn't wash off?
Once you get it on your skin, it doesn't wash off, because what it does, it takes your pores and it kind of like sucks them up, and that keeps the smell away for 42 hours. Even if you try to wash it off, it ain't. I mean, you might be able to scrub it off if you really, really tried, but
I think I used Degree.
yeah, so you probably are okay. It just, you'll still stick though.
Yeah.
Because, there's nothing lubricating, because all your pores should still be closed.
Lubrication. Can you use that for other things?
Oh,
yeah. All right, let's play a video.
Okay.
Oh Lord. Yeah. Somebody's dying. Somebody is dying that day. No, I seen it.
I missed the first part.
All right, I'll start it over. Hold on. Can you see it?
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that's what I seen. Somebody's dying that day. Somebody's dying. Somebody is literally dying. They will be planning that individual's funeral this weekend. Because this is like, because what I'm seeing here, hold on, let me pause it. So what I'm seeing here is, this is whoever, I don't know who this is. and that's you over there bent over working on your car, and then somebody does that, and then see, I'm the sucker that gets it stuck in my mouth.
Are you talking about that one time in band camp?
I mean that. I was like, that's like hitting the little dangler in the back, the little punching bag in the back of his throat deep.
I went to the doctor and they had to swab the back of my throat. I
Yeah.
almost threw up on the lady like twice.
Now, there's times where something smells so bad you literally taste it.
That tasted so bad you could smell it.
Exactly. It got the reverse on that one.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh, poor little fella. That is so bad. That is so horrendous. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. Oh man. Oh, that's not the story I was wanting to pop open. All right, so we have to talk about Jimmy Kimmel because he's the title of the show.
I don't see
it. Of course, everybody knows Jimmy Kimmel passionately, with passion. I think he hates Trump more than he loves his own family. Kind of passion that he has and disdain that he has towards Trump. I think there's a lot of people that hate Trump more than they love their own family, which is astonishing.
Yeah.
Which is really astonishing.
Yeah.
But apparently, I guess he wasn't invited to that correspondence dinner or journalist, whatever that's called, that the jackass tried to. It literally, I didn't know it was okay to victim shame again, but apparently it is, that you can victim shame because everybody's victim shaming Trump right now. Of he's the reason why that happened. But I didn't think you could do that anymore. But apparently it's cool. So we can start victim shaming people again.
I wonder what the left would do if he got raped.
So celebrate. But apparently, since he wasn't invited to that, a couple nights before the event, he made like a skit where he was at that, and one of his jokes was to Melania Trump and said that you are glowing with, what did he call it?
You have the glow of a future widow.
Expected widow.
Expected widow, yeah.
Instead of expected mother, expected widow.
Yeah.
You are glowing with glowing like an expected widow is his exact words.
Right.
And so since that happened this weekend, they were like, he's a piece of trash, basically. They put it more politically somewhat, but he's a piece of trash and he needs to be fired. How do you feel about that?
I don't. As long as it's fair for everybody.
Well, I think there's a little bit of double standard there. Now there's a difference. Everybody says free speech. The government shouldn't get involved. FCC shouldn't be getting involved. But even people who have been in the business industry for decades saying it's protected speech. It's protected speech. But it's also in there, the FCC, if they feel that you're giving out, which is pretty much every news station on the planet anymore, if you're giving out knowingly giving out false information, or what you're doing is so grotesque that it's not in the benefits of the community, they can pull your license.
Yeah.
It literally says it in there. You having a license, that does not stop you from having free speech, but it does stop you from having a license, which is almost like a driver's license, a privilege to have.
Right.
And I think people have forgotten that.
See, we really don't know, because the left is their panties are too much in a wad to have a conservative comedian anywhere. That's because they'll all cry and go home and turn their TV off. So you never really, there's really nothing to compare it to.
Well, you have Greg Gutfeld.
Never heard
of
it.
Fox News. So it's on Fox News.
Is he a comedian?
sort of. I mean, he's funny. I mean, he has his moments. He's not like a stand-up comedian,
See,
but
we're talking like a late night talk
it is.
show.
It comes on at 10
Oh,
o'clock. So it's late night. It's comedian. I mean, it talks about the news, but he does an opening monologue just like the other ones. It's they try to make jokes the whole time they're doing the show,
yeah.
and his ratings are way better than everybody else's.
Oh, really?
Like sometimes 3 and 4 times better than the rest of the late night talk show hosts.
Oh, see, I didn't even know he existed.
Yes. Yeah. But I'm just curious, have late night talk shows ran their course?
Maybe. And I will tell you that whenever people make these kind of statements like that, it just pushes everybody a little further to the right. So they could keep it up if they want.
Yeah. Yeah. But I guess on Monday, Melania Trump accused Kimmel of hateful and violent rhetoric, an atrocious behavior, and said it's time for ABC to take a stand against the comedian who has long been critical of Trump and his policies. So a lot of people saying leave him alone because it's free speech and it was just a joke. It wasn't. He was making fun of his age, not necessarily that he was going to be possibly assassinated. But shouldn't you read? It's like reading the room. Shouldn't you read the room? Like if there's been already 2 and 3 assassination attempts of Trump, shouldn't you kind of understand that that's
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
maybe?
yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. I just think he's a dirtbag. I don't think he's funny. I don't think he's ever been funny. Because him and another guy were part of the Man Show, and that's the reason why I couldn't watch the Man Show because of him.
The only reason I ever watched the Man Show was women on trampolines.
Exactly. And he was so, in my opinion, he was so bad then that I couldn't even get past that. I was like, at least I could watch that part. I couldn't do it, dude. He was that horrible of an individual that I couldn't even get past it, that I couldn't even watch it because of that. Exactly. Yes. So there you go. Maybe he'll get fired. Maybe he won't. Enough, not necessarily politicians complaining, but maybe consumers of his product. If enough of them complain, because at some point, even though if you were online from Saturday until today, there was thousands of videos of people upset because somebody was unable to complete the task. It's actually sad to see all that.
Yeah.
So, but it comes to a point, even the people who lean far left are going to say something's not right here. How many times are you going to call this man names, a Nazi, a Hitler, like worse than Adolf Hitler, a pedophile, a rape? I mean, how many times are you going to call this man that, which all news outlets have, that it's not making these people go crazy and feel that they need to take things in their own hands because he hasn't been punished.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there. Sorry, I'm so serious. I'll change the subject. I apologize. See, I'm just trying to act like Jimmy Kimmel. He's getting paid millions of dollars to not be funny. So I figured if I tried it for a little bit, maybe we can make us millions of dollars and try not to be funny. But that correspondence dinner, did you go see my video I made about that on Facebook?
The lady grabbing the wine?
Yes. Did you like it?
I don't remember.
Did you like it or share it?
I don't think I did.
I'm hoping you heard that.
Heard what?
That sigh. That sigh of disappointment.
I don't do likes. I do that kind of stuff late in the evening.
So it's a sigh because I'm beyond mad. It's disappointment now. Have you ever did that psychology on your son? I'm not mad at you, son, more than
I'm just disappointed.
Yes. Have you done that?
Probably, but I don't remember anything specific.
Somebody replied to that and said, it was something to the effects, for effing sakes, the ladies of the night, you're part of the problem. Because I made part of the video was making me a joke because it's Washington, D.C. There's ladies of the night in Washington, D.C. It's full of journalists and politicians. There are certain things that's going to be there. Cocaine
Yeah.
and prostitutes are going to be in Washington, D.C. when there's politicians and journalists there. That is a given. That is a given. And when they have a big event, they know to import more ladies of the night to keep up with the demand. So it's a given. So I replied back to that because my feelings don't get hurt by somebody that I have no idea who they are.
Right.
You can say whatever you want to me. I laugh at it. So I replied back just saying, hey, are you just upset because your application for Lady in the Night was revoked? And I just put, it's just jokes. It's just jokes. Calm down. Goodness gracious. So if that happened to you, do you blame, honestly, let's talk about this for a do you blame her for taking those bottles of champagne?
No, they're probably pretty expensive bottles.
I mean, you don't want them to go to waste. Nobody
Right.
else is taking them. They're just
Yeah.
going to throw them away.
I'd be drinking other people's.
I mean, are they
Sounds
are
perfect.
they going to hand those out to homeless people? We don't have a sandwich for you or a soup for you tonight, but we got this bottle of champagne. Have at it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not upset. Oh, the other one was typical MAGA was another comment. How do we know she was MAGA?
Yeah.
She could have been a journalist, and most journalists aren't MAGA.
Yeah.
So how do you know? Maybe she was. Either way, it doesn't matter. If Don Lemon was there, which I think he is a foul human being. If Don Lemon was there and grabbed a couple bottles of champagne for him and his husband, I wouldn't even be mad at Don Lemon. I'd be, hell yeah, dude, go have a good night. Just be careful with the wine bottle because sometimes that suction.
Is his boyfriend's name T? T with a little lemon?
That's funny. I like that. All right. You said you didn't have a would you rather. Do you have
I got
one or
one.
no? Okay.
Dude,
All
I
right.
have,
So
I have got them anywhere you want them.
we're a little behind. So it's time for Would You Rather by the one and only Sewer Snake Viper.
All righty. So, would you rather, as a professional, you've made it in the business
Okay.
of talk show hosting,
All
would
right.
you rather be now your whole bit is to do comedy.
Okay.
Would you rather be a unfunny conservative with bad ratings, but still you're making a living, or a
Okay.
successful liberal talk show host
Wait.
and actually gathering lots of clout and hey, look at me type world?
See that. Wow. I couldn't do it. You know that I'm not a very fake person. So, I mean, pretty much what you see is what you get here, except it's a little exaggerated. Normally,
Right.
I'm not this animated, but I could not fake being a liberal. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
You couldn't fake it.
No. I couldn't be celebrating No King's protests. I couldn't do that. I couldn't be doing stupid shit like that. No, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Okay.
But the problem is it all depends on what subject we're talking about. You know, typically a conservative is not pro marijuana. I'm pro marijuana. I may not partake in it, but I've
Right.
seen what it helps people. I've seen
Yeah.
it help people.
Yeah.
So now you can abuse that just like you can anything else.
Right.
Alcohol, tobacco, all that. I mean, you can abuse it. I'm not saying it can't be abused, but I've
Right.
seen it help people. So I'm pro marijuana.
Right.
I feel that you should be able to grow it in your backyard, harvest it, do whatever you have to do with it, and if you want to put in brownies or muffins, put in brownies or muffins.
when they finally get to legalizing marijuana, so we can do what you just said, I'll have to go like, okay, what do I do first? How do I even get this stuff to grow? Okay, after I got it to grow, I got to do what?
Yeah, because that's around here. The only thing that grows is the stuff I don't. We threw a watermelon in the back field years ago, and I still can't get rid of that stupid ass watermelon vine. I ain't never tried to grow watermelons, but that sure in the hell grows.
The only weed I've got around here, you can't smoke it. Trust me, I tried when I was a kid.
So typically, that as someone that's more liberal would have that opinion. But
Yeah.
there's other as far as gun rights and they say you're not supposed to talk about it, but abortion, I'm not a fan of that. So there's certain things that I'm very conservative on.
Right.
So that are typically, I don't think you should just walk into this country and just go willy-nilly wherever the hell you want to go. I think we need to have tight immigration. I'm not saying people can't come into the United States, but it would be nice if you could bring up the IQ score for the United States. That would be helpful.
Now, that is something that I don't agree with our current administration.
What do you mean?
The way that we're handling the immigration. I think it's a little too much. I mean, I get we need to close the border.
Yeah.
And I do understand that there's a process to get to citizenship, but they've made it so damn, and it's not just the current administration, but they've made it so difficult that a lot of people, it's really difficult to become a citizen. And I think that's a problem.
Why should it be easy?
Because if you're coming from a country because you're running for your life, why would we make it difficult for somebody who's running for their life to become a citizen?
Well, I think we have brought in hundreds of thousands of refugees. Who says we haven't done that?
We have.
Yes. But what if you come over here because you're trying to escape oppression or whatever, a war? I get all that. But then let's say you're breaking the law. Should you immediately lose your right to be here?
Have you ever looked up to see what it takes to become a citizen from point A to point B? I'd have a hard time doing it.
Well, why should it be easy? Why should it be easy? Why should it be easy?
When you're coming from a country and you make 10 cents an hour, how can you come over here and expect to pay $1,000 just to hire a lawyer to help get your citizenship?
So okay. I mean, I get that, but it's even though we want to be as extremely helpful as possible,
right?
I hate to sound callous, but because you make 10 cents an hour, why is that our problem?
Well, here's where our problem comes in. And this is what I don't understand about the whole what's going on, because even I have figured this out, that as a population, we here in the United States do not populate quick enough to sustain a society for more than, I want to say it was like 100 years. We have to have more immigration to sustain our society because we're only having like 1.5 kids per couple.
So let's say
we do need the immigration.
I never said we didn't. I never said we didn't need immigration.
We need to make it easier. That. We need to help people who need help. And I don't think we're helping them right now.
Okay, let's say we made the immigration easier. All right, let's go with your scenario. We make it a little bit easier. What do you do with all the people who cross the border illegally? Some people say it's a civil infraction, yada. It doesn't matter. You cross the border illegally. You are working under the table. You're not paying taxes other than sales tax, possibly. You're possibly driving, because if you're in Florida and you're an illegal immigrant and you're driving a vehicle, right? You don't have a driver's license. Right. Now, you can get one in California, but not here in Florida.
Right.
So you're breaking another law. I mean, you're breaking multiple laws, and I understand you're trying to do better for yourself. But at what point do you say you've broken enough laws, your privilege to possibly become a citizen is revoked?
Right. Now, the whole idea of, okay, we have somebody here who's illegal.
Yep.
Everybody should be documented, no matter what their situation is. They should be documented,
Okay.
and then they should be able to get help to either become a citizen or we're going to ship your butt back.
Okay.
And if they're willing to go through the process, there should be some sort of like a bridge to help, like a halfway house. We do it for homeless people. Maybe we should do that for immigrants, a halfway house to citizenship.
Okay. So they were doing that in New York, and it broke the
Okay, you can't
economy.
compare anything. Those guys, they're dumber than a box of hammers. They don't know what they're
They
doing.
did that in California. They're what, like
No, they were
$100
just letting
million
them come in
in debt.
undocumented. We know that. We don't even
Yeah.
know who they are over there.
Well, that's true. I mean, I get all that, and yes, I was trying to be a little bit of devil's advocate.
I know you are.
Uh, uh, I mean, I don't think it should be as easy as you just
Absolutely.
walk across the wherever you fly
Right.
in from wherever, and you say, I want to become a citizen, and we take you in and house you and feed you and all this. I don't know if I 100% agree with that.
I get that. If you can fly in, you're probably in a different situation. Well, then you never know. I mean, but anyway, I really do believe that they should have the from point A to point B easier to obtain.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No, no, I mean, I can agree with that. I think they could make it a little easier. Yes. Yes.
But
As long
and I was just going along with this is what I do not agree with on as a conservative. I don't agree with this the way that things are being handled, especially if the stories are true, and I don't know if they're true or not. But going into a potato chip factory and arresting people who are on the job working and paying taxes.
Okay, so if they're not a legal citizen, how are they paying taxes?
Because they take it right out of your check, whether you want it to or not. Your
So
company always does. Well, they should. And if they're
yes,
not, the company's being illegal.
but what I'm saying is, and yes, and I think they should be prosecuted as well, because in order for it to be deducted from your paycheck, you got to have a social security number,
Mm,
right?
I don't know. And
If
that's what I
you're
don't know.
yes, if you're setting someone up to take deductions out of their paycheck, they got to have a social security number. So
Yeah.
either you're not taking deductions out and you're paying them under the table,
Mhm.
or they have stolen someone else's social security number, or possibly it has happened where they think that they're legally getting a social security number and it's
Right.
not. Somebody's just people get scammed all the time. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't they be getting scammed for, hey, you got to pay me $200 so you have your social security number? And they think that they actually have a social security number and they don't. They just
Right.
got scammed. So that happens too.
But yeah, I think the rules of like immediate deportation should be, hey, if you're working, we can document you and make sure that you're paying your taxes. That one should be pretty easy.
I
If you're
think so
not
too.
breaking any laws, hey,
So
let's try to help these people out.
so what about the ones who, because a lot of them are just overstaying their visa, whether it's a school visa, whether it's a work visa. They just didn't resubmit the paperwork to extend, because I guess when they originally did it, maybe it's for a year, maybe it's 2 years, maybe
Yeah.
it's the 4 years for college, and they just overstayed their visa. They don't leave; they just stay,
Well, then
and that's people coming
that's a
from
whole
all over the
different.
world.
You're over here on a school visa. Your situation is different than if you're running from the drug cartel in Mexico.
Yeah, hmm. I don't know. I think it would be better suited, and I don't know how well we even do this. I don't think any administration does it well. Is what could we do to help them fix their own issues?
Right. I know the biggest problem with our country. I can fix everything overnight.
Yes. Yes.
Unpaid representation like they did at the beginning.
Yes.
All of
Yeah.
our problems would be over.
Yep. Yep. All right. Why'd you get us going down this serious road? Asking me a dumbass question about would you be liberal? Can I be a tweener? Have a little bit of fame and money, but still, can I just be a tweener? Is that okay?
You're a tweener minus the T.
Let's play a video. God dang it.
Carson Hosebar.
To the no, no, no. Yeah, to the no. Yeah, to the no.
I gotta mute that because we don't want to get a copyright.
How about you, DB? Can we get you one of these?
Hell no, dude. What? That is so. Why would somebody? No. I would freak out so bad. Oh, as soon as one of them little legs touched me anywhere, oh my!
If they have little furry legs,
oh,
that'd be amazing.
Why is his mouth? Why did he open his mouth when it wrapped its legs around him?
Because he's going, oh.
That looks like a different kind of awe. No. I'd burn the house down. I'd literally burn the house down. No, that's not happening. See, that wouldn't even be a funny prank. If somebody got me that for my birthday or something, that wouldn't even be a funny prank. That'd be horrible. That'd be horrendous. I would not do nothing like that. No, absolutely not. No. What is your phobia? What?
Lightning.
Rat?
Lightning and being in enclosed spaces.
So it'd be like me getting you a box and saying you're sleeping in this tonight and closing the lid on you.
Oh yeah.
or every time you go to doze off, it hears it like a lightning or something like
bolt.
Electricity. Yes. All right. So these little fellas here. So somebody reported their vehicle stolen. And where did my story go? Oh no. Here we go. So a high-speed chase in Pierce County, Washington happened a couple days ago. So the ordeal began around 11:50 p.m. when a woman reported her truck had been stolen from the apartment complex in Parkland. Deputies quickly spotted the stolen vehicle and attempted a traffic stop, but the two male suspects inside did not pull over, leading to a pursuit on Interstate 5 South.
Whoa.
During the chase, authorities say that the passenger hurled a chainsaw and other rope-type items out the window into the deputies described in what deputies described as an attempt to disable or crash the police vehicles behind them. Now, can you imagine? I mean, being a police officer and you're driving, you're pursuing because it's a stolen vehicle. You know this is a stolen vehicle. They refuse to pull over, and all of a sudden, at a million years, you would think, well, maybe they're gonna, shoot at me or something at my windshield or at my car or try to run me off the road or whatever the case is. I don't think it would have been on anybody's bingo card that they chunk out a chainsaw.
Was it running?
It didn't specify. Deputy used a K9 unit to track down the 31-year-old passenger who was taken to the hospital for treatment of a dog bite and is expected to face charges including possession of motor vehicle theft tools, eluding, and first-degree assault for the act of throwing the chainsaw and ropes at officers. So I guess where the vehicle became so. They kept chasing them, and the vehicle ended up getting stuck, and that's when the men both bailed and fled. That's where I don't know how. If you know that they have a K9 unit coming, what do you do? Because that's not a winnable situation.
Climb a tree.
I'm not. Well, canines are pretty. I mean, I think they're pretty athletic, aren't they? Can't they? They could probably scale up that tree too.
That's when they pull out the monkeys.
But can you imagine you're receiving that? You hear the canine rushing you, and it's done. It's done.
And it's too late to give up.
Yeah, it's too late to give up because he's on the mission. He's focused on catching you. He is. That's it. There's no, hey, I'm sorry. You can't reason with the canine. You can't apologize to the canine. It's done. God almighty, dude. I've only been bit once, maybe twice by a dog. And
By a
they were,
dog.
I mean, I mean, one of them was bad enough where it punctured. I had a couple punctured wounds, but I couldn't imagine. And he didn't really like latch onto me. I couldn't imagine being latched onto and him starting to drag or shake to oh my Lord, man.
You know what you forgot to talk about? Not to change the subject.
What?
The monks. Did we talk about the monks?
No, we have
Oh.
not. You kind of went on the monk story, so I just okay, I'll skip it. Damn it. I guess you don't like it. You want to talk about the monks?
I thought that was like part of the show.
It is. But I didn't get any tingling sensation in my body from you
When
like
you
you were
said monk,
excited to talk about it.
it seemed a little early in the show at the time.
All right. Well, I'll just end this. I remember seeing a video where a dude got the canines sicked on him because he was just being an ass.
Yeah.
And that canine came and bit him right here
Oh my gosh.
and just, oh yeah, he changed he got on the ground then. He was, I'm not putting my hands up. I mean, he was screaming because I know that was miserable. So, I think that's probably worse than getting tased, don't you?
No. Well, yeah. I'd rather get tased.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'd be proud to wear a shirt that says "Tase me, bro." Before you stick the dog on me, that's horrendous. All right, so we talking about the monks?
Or are you saving that for something else?
No, we can talk about it now if you want to.
My phone's about ready to die because I've had it open so long.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, just real quick before I get started, don't forget, make sure you hit that thumb and a liking and share our videos. Search Southern Symposium on Facebook and Rumble. Follow and like our channel, share and like our videos, get the word out of the Southern Symposium. We would enjoy the love.
You know, with my haircut, I'm starting to look a little younger than you.
A little bit. You're
Turning
actually,
into an old fart.
yes, I am. I'm feeling it tonight. So these monks, 22 monks, went on a 4-day vacation. Supposedly a businessman paid for their trip. So when they were flying back into, I think I'm saying this correctly, Sri Lanka? No. How you say it? No, that's not how you say it. Yeah, something like that. Whatever. As they're coming in through the airport, poor little fellas get stopped because they sewed in fake walls in all of their luggage, and they were trying to sneak in 242 pounds of cannabis, or as they call it over there, some kush.
So who was the businessman that paid for this trip?
It didn't specify.
Was it Snoop Dogg?
Is he trying to open up a rap club over there in Sri Lanka? Sri Lanka? I don't know, however you say it.
So, I heard they almost got away with it, except they were, sitting there with their knees crossed doing this. Instead of going, they're going, for shizzle, for shizzle.
Well, maybe they were idolizing Willie Nelson. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be potheads.
They were seeking a higher state of consciousness doing it Snoop Doggy style. I didn't think they did that.
I didn't think so, but I think also like in their temple, isn't it just the dudes?
Yeah, that's why doing it doggy style is not cool.
Wouldn't you be depressed? Wouldn't you need something to stave off the depression because there's no women around? Wouldn't you be like total depressed if it was just a sausage fest? That's all you seen. That's all you smelled.
Oof.
And I don't know how strict this what do you call them? They're
Schisms.
called monks, but not congregation.
Their temple.
Yeah, in this temple, that group of the monks in this temple, I don't know if they're the kind of monks that are allowed to speak or if they're not allowed to speak. Because I mean, at night, you're only going to hear one sound,
Whoa.
and it sounds like you're churning butter. So you may have 22 monks at the same time churning butter. That's not a sound you want to hear. You need to be high.
And whenever you get in trouble, you're automatically on laundry duty for the beds every morning.
Uh,
Uh-oh. Candy, you okay?
oh shoot, girl, that's not good. We don't. Oh, I hate to hear that. Yeah, he's doing the sheets on the beds, and the sheets already have starch in them. Yeah. So there you go.
The
22
thing
months.
is there you can make a really cool fort and you don't need the fans to blow air through it.
They all stand on their own. Oh my Lord. Oh my goodness. Poor little fellas. But that's basically 11 pounds of weed per person.
Whoa.
How long would 11 pounds of weed last? How much is in a joint?
I have no idea.
That's what I'm curious right now. So if you had a pound, so let's say, so you got
How many
11
joints?
pounds times 16, which is how many ounces are in a 16 ounces
16.
per pound. So
Uh-huh.
now you're at 176 ounces, and there's 28.35 grams per ounce, which equals 4,989.6 grams. And the problem is how much is in a joint? Let's just say, what, 2 grams, 3 grams? Let's say 3 grams. That's 1,663.2 joints
Per robe?
per monk. Per
Wow.
monk. Woo, dude. You're really trying to burn it down. Holy. Love you too, Miss Laura. Have a good night.
Good night.
See you next week. Holy Toledo. And you times that by 22 monks. That is 36,590 joints.
And then one joint can take care of what, 10 people?
Oh, I don't think that many.
I have no idea. The only thing I know is on TV they just pass it around and start
What is
laughing.
the average weight in grams of a marijuana cigarette?
2.3 grams.
What? The average weight of a marijuana cigarette or joint typically ranges between 0.32 and 0.5 grams.
Oh, start doing some multiplying now.
A 1 grammer is considered a party joint.
Whoa.
Holy
So
crap.
I was right about the 10 people.
All right, so I gotta redo my math. You got 11 pounds times 16 ounces per pound. That's 176 ounces. Times that by 28.35 is 4,989. And let's go with the half a gram, which would basically double that number.
Times 20.
Oh, I screwed up here. Uh-oh. Dad, burn it. I should have divided that by that number, not times it by that number. 16 times 28.35. Divide that by 0.5. That is, each monk technically was carrying 9,979.2 joints on them.
Good night.
Holy crap. Dude, I thought there was more in a joint than that. Holy crap, dude. Oh, they're planning on having a good time. I don't give a damn what anybody says. But do you blame them?
No.
Sure in the hell don't blame them. Poor little fellas. Poor little fellas. So, alrighty. I don't know if I have anything else. I think I closed out all my stories on
You got to
accident.
play Carson Hocevar before we leave.
Who the hell is that?
greatest-
Oh, the NASCAR guy. Okay, let's play this last
greatest
video and we'll get the hell out of here.
Celebration of all
right.
times.
Here we go. All right, so he's hanging out of the car.
He's driving with his feet.
What is he using to accelerate?
His feet. He drove around half the track like that.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna get fined for that, dude. They're not gonna let that slide. I think he's gonna get in trouble. NASCAR so freaking has issues anymore that they're not gonna let that slide. He's gonna be in trouble. He's gonna be fined.
Here's my prediction. NASCAR has been kind of been tanking here lately. I think they're going to let it slide.
You think they're gonna let it slide?
Yeah, you should have seen the fans were going crazy.
Of course they're going crazy.
I think they're going to let it slide.
You think because honestly, NASCAR has gotten their sphincters a little tight here lately, and they want to find. And I get it. You want to set a good example for young racers and dirt track. You know, a lot of people come up through the dirt tracks and stuff, and they're young and impressionable, and you don't want drivers fighting. I get that, but
So this was a pretty good weekend.
Yeah.
This was a pretty good weekend for NASCAR. We had obviously that great celebration to end everything.
Yep.
Cletus McFarland, and I quote, said after his race, he said, "That's the most fun I've ever had with my clothes on."
Wow. Wow. And then the one dude signing the old lady's bra. Wasn't that this weekend too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, I think NASCAR needs to loosen up a little bit.
Yeah.
I really do. They got to bring some fans back. Got to make it entertaining again. Because right now the cars are so similar, right? It's not even entertaining.
They're just so. At one point, there was an accident and took out all but like 4 cars.
Wow.
Everybody was parked.
Wow. Damn. Alrighty, so I think we're done for the night. How's that sound?
Beautiful.
Alrighty, so I hope you get to feeling better. Hope you get to feeling better too, Miss Candy. I hate that you were at the hospital. That sucks. That sucks a lot. So I hope you get to feeling better. And if y'all could, don't forget to give us that good thumb and a liking. Always share our videos. If you could, search Southern Symposium on Facebook, Rumble, and YouTube. So you can follow and like our channel, share and like our videos, get the word out of the Southern Symposium. And y'all have a wonderful and safe weekend. And we will see y'all back here next Tuesday at 7. Be safe.
Beautiful. It was spring break, oh, all the girls, they were really fine. But I had way too much beer, whiskey, and wine. Who is this girl in my bed? And she gives really good head. And it's spring break, oh, nine. And we're having a damn good time. Hey, doctor. Yeah. Why do I have heartburn in my penis? Why does it burn when I pee? Did I do it with a toe? 'Cause I got what's on my weenie. What is gonorrhea? Oh, what is HIV? And why do I have heartburn in my penis? And why does it burn when I pee?